Oh, what's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, and we are talking about DogeCoin today. Hit the like button, subscribe if you want to see more content like this, and let's get it, man. I just remembered I'm wearing my C-Zar shirt. It's a little backwards, but yep, my wife got that for Christmas. It'd be cooler if there was a dash in it so it doesn't just look like Czar, but whatever. Whatever, man. I'm in America. Apparently the word Czar is trending in America for whatever reason. Anyways, 35.6 cents right now. Dogecoin on the brink of doing some Dogecoin-like things. It absolutely is. I think it's obvious. Anybody with a pair of functioning, seeing eyeballs can tell exactly what this thing is about to do, right? Dogecoin, after all, only knows one pace, right? Even when it's in its boring phases. When it moves up, it does it in a fast, dramatic kind of fashion. Whenever it's in its exciting phases, it only knows one speed. It really does. Well, we had that one speed here. We've consolidated now for about a month and a half. I think that in no time at all, potentially even by the end of this month, we'll see this next move resume, and I expect that the pace that Dogecoin will pick up will be rather miraculous. We're at 35 cents now. I believe that its next target, where it will go to before it's done, before it takes its next pause, will likely be above $1. Well above $1 is my assumption. Okay. I want to look here. From this high, from that cycle high to this cycle low, the all-time low there, you stopped here just below the 1272. Not common to do, but it happens, but you stopped just below there. Something to note. I'm going to go to this high to low here. Stopping at the 2272. So the 127, or just below the 1272, just above the 2272. Just noting that. This time, high to low. You did not stop just below the 1272, and you actually didn't stop until you were right below the 1618. Right below the 1618 there. What about this? What did you do on this one? High to low. High to low. Yeah, I don't know. That one, you went right through the roof. That was the Elon rally, so we're not going to get too much out of that. Based off of what I assume could be a possibility here, if we were to see a replica of this cycle here from the high to low, where our first bit of resistance, not the end of the cycle, but the first bit of resistance here was just below the 1272, that could point to targets that are below $1.54, something that's just below $1.54. I like that $1.23 area because I'm pretty sure there's targets that identify with that. Actually, if we take a high to a low here, $1.30 is at the 2618. Maybe that's what it was that I was thinking of. If we take a high to a low here, $1.23 is at that 2618. So you've got two double golden extensions, both from this high to low and then from this high to low, that line up at that $1.20 to $1.30 range. Just again showing you here from this high to low how our first bout of resistance, not our first bout, but once we started moving, it was right below the 1272 here when we broke out to new all-time highs. Just kind of a thought. Maybe that's what we do here. Maybe we go up to about $1.23, $1.30. If we don't stop there, I do suspect we could go as high as $1.54, maybe even about $1.60, but I don't think we get too much above that. I do believe by the end of the cycle, Dogecoin will be worth a lot more than that. I think that will be worth about $4 or more, if not just a little bit under there. I really do. But this next move by the end of February, if not sometime in March is what I'm expecting, will probably be somewhere between about $1.23 and $1.54. You're at 35 cents now. What's deceitful about Doge, what I think is going to be very deceitful about Doge, is how it's been moving already, right? It moved up faster than most cryptos have over the past few months, right? From August to November, actually to December, where the high is, you did a 6x. Not too many coins did a 6x in that amount of time. Now, that's not crazy growth. That's not like crazy crypto growth. We've definitely seen things grow faster in a lot shorter amount of time. But for this instance, for this passage of time for most cryptos, I'm pretty sure, let's just look at others. Let's just look real quick and verify that. You know, what was this from? That was from August, right? August. Monthly time frame. August here to the high that we got there. Yeah, most coins did a 200% growth. Dogecoin did a 6x, a 500% growth, right? So the deceitful thing about Dogecoin is it seems like it's going to just keep growing at this pace for the rest of the cycle, right? That it's going to, and I'm talking about it now, moving up to about $1.23, that's a 252% move from here, right? That's still pretty fast. It's not a 500% move, but in the time frame that I'm calling for it to happen, which is by the end of next month, if not sometime in March, that's definitely a fast pace. And that is going to outperform most coins going forward here. But what's deceitful about it is it probably doesn't keep up this pace for too long. Dogecoin does move at one pace. Whenever it does decide to move, it moves fast. But here, right, you moved up for 3 months, and then you were boring for about 6 months, 7 months. And then you moved up for 2 months, 3 months, and then your cycle was over. That's what I'm trying to get to, is I suspect that Dogecoin, once it moves up here, it will likely be boring for months. Likely when you break above $1, wherever you stop, if it's at $1.30, it's $1.20, it's $1.50, it's $2. I don't know where it is. Wherever it stops, it will likely stop there for about 6 months. If not, I would expect 3 months or more. It's going to be boring. Dogecoin's going to be boring. A lot of cryptos are going to move up while Dogecoin is being boring. People are going to think that's the end of the cycle for Dogecoin, and then it's going to have its cycle finale run. People are going to be like, oh, it's going to $20, and right when it's at $4, that's when people will think that, and then that's when the cycle will end for Dogecoin and probably most of cryptos. That's just kind of my thesis. I don't know. Nobody knows what the future is going to look like. None of that's guaranteed, but my assumptions just based off of the last couple cycles are that I don't expect that this cycle is going to be like last cycle. I don't think, and obviously clearly it's not. Right? Last cycle it was just one straight move up in a very short amount of time. Here we are being more constructive. The cycle before that it was just 1, 2. We had 2 moves for one cycle, 1 move for another. Already this cycle, I think we're going to have 1, 2, 3. That's already more moves than any other cycle, but I would relate it more to this cycle than to this cycle. And in this cycle, we had a 6-month period where we consolidated. I'm not saying we have to consolidate for 6 months after this, but something that's likely longer than just a month and a half, likely longer than what we experienced here. It'll probably last about 3 months or longer is what I'm expecting. So we're at 35.7 cents now. Is it a good time to get in? I think so. What I love about Dogecoin is that this is one of those coins that you could hold for the rest of the cycle. You could buy it here and hold it for the end of the cycle. It'll do you well. But also, I think it really will offer a good short-term play where you could buy it here, sell it above $1, rotate that money into other coins that likely will perform well while Dogecoin is consolidating. You can take those funds, those gains, and then rotate them back into Dogecoin while it's being boring and then catch that next ride up at the end of the cycle. I don't know. Not financial advice, it just sounds like a nice idea if it all works out right in theory. From a daily perspective, we look at the RSI here. You got some nice higher lows, a flat top here with ascending lows structures. It does look like you'll probably move up here but not break out. I would assume if not by the end of this month you break out, sometime in the very first week of February is when it would look like you're getting ready to break out if it would load. And whenever you break out, you're at 35 cents now. When you break out, you'll know because you'll be above about 46, 47 cents. When you break above 47 cents, you're not stopping until price is above $1, and that's just that. So if you like the video, hit the like button, subscribe if you want to see more content like this. Thank you all for being here. I'll see you on the next one. Take care of yourselves. Bye-bye.